dominating performance against IEM, and Fnatic already one down against Millennium. Big shocks already, certainly for Fnatic, not so much for Blaze. Blaze coming into this one now the hot favorites, I think it's safe to say, and that's not really meant to be a pun on the Blaze name, but as it is, we are underway. Well, the blue team, of course, will be CJ Enters Blaze, and the red team will be Fnatic. It should be on your screen any second now. There they are. Everybody's setting up. We do have a Blitzcrank. We do have a Draven from Fnatic, as well as Soaz on Shen, Cyanide, of course, on that Vi. Gonna be interesting to see. So both teams have kind of got what they wanted, and the hook comes straight in there. Helios goes down. First blood for Yellowstar.
And what an explosive beginning to an exciting game. I don't think anyone on CJ Blaze actually expected that to happen. It was actually a great ward over the wall to spot them coming in. And Fnatic, or sorry, not Fnatic, and Rated, you can't give him that Blitzcrank. He's just gonna pull you every single time and create opportunities for his team. And Demon, I am...
Look at that, straight away. Doran's Blade Boots. It's gonna be a tough start.
Oh yeah, especially when you're against a Draven. I mean, that is just dangerous. Tristana is, you know, decently good. Obviously not really good until that late game, but the range on her E as she keeps leveling up is gonna help quite a bit for some harassment. And I don't know about you, Demon, but I'm really excited to see Singed again.
And I'm excited to see a lot of these champions.
Yeah.
Honestly, there's, you know, ambition on Twisted Fate. Twisted Fate is always banned against Koreans,
Yeah.
so they were so obviously excited to get that one. Shinzao in jungle definitely been banned out pretty heavily in League of Legends Championship Series lately. Singed in there from Flame. Obviously, we used to see Shy with that, but Singed in there with Flame this time. Lust Boy, of course, he's just a god, frankly, on Lulu. There's no other word for it. I remember seeing his performance at MLG Dallas was just simply astounding on Lulu. Some of the things he came out with, but Draven is in there. Draven's been big in the LCS lately. Very much a strong champion. We've seen, of course, Hosan running it so strongly. This bottom lane, look at it. They're staring each other down in the bushes. Is Soaz about to go across? Is Captain Jack going to go for it? Who's going to be the first one to bite? It's going to be Captain Jack picking up the CS. And Soaz just doesn't want to go pick up the CS. He just wants to farm out that experience. Staying very aggressive. The hook dodge from N-Rated there. That is going to be settling down. So, lanes, Jason. How do we fare? We have split lanes again, as always, between these teams. Blitzcrank, Draven versus a Singed. Is Singed going to have to be very careful here? And of course, you know, Shen kind of like the perennial, almost always pick 2v1 laner.
Yeah, it's going to be very annoying to go up against that. But then again, you have a Twisted Fate, so if Shen comes in, you can obviously come in with him as well. But, you know, Sin, she's used to just running past you, farming behind your own turret, and when you have a Blitzcrank to pull you, to knock you up, not to mention the knock away from Draven, you're really not going to escape that combo, especially early on when you have those boots.
In the jungle, Lulu has been spotted there. Just seen whether he was going towards it, wards out the blue. I thought Cyanide may go for it, but no.
And speaking of those wards, I mean, looking at Fnatic's jungle right now, how many wards they have down. They have a pink ward over towards the race. They just wanted to make sure there's no vision from CJ Blaze's side, because they really wanted to control that red. They wanted to start off there, and they also warded up the enemy blue. So I was expecting, you know, maybe Fnatic was going to make a play on that. However, they didn't, so they invested a lot into wards early on. We have Cyanide coming around this mid lane. He wants to make something happen.
He wants to go in towards Ambition. He is going to charge up. Can he get onto him? Yes, he does. Gets the knock up. He's going to get taken down very low. Stun card will come out, though. How will it happen on the turret? He didn't even get a chance to pull it. That's Cyanide picking up the kill.
And that is the strength of Vi. That's why you have to ban her out. She's so strong early on, puts out so much damage, and not to mention with that red buff, you're not really going to escape that. And Demon, I was taking a look at runes real quick while we were, you know, going over the game, and, you know, Captain Jack's running 4% lifesteal, so he has a couple of quints in there to get that. And also Lust Boy, which is really interesting to me. As you see a taunt under tower.
Taunt on the turret. Captain Jack taking 2 tower hits there. Very nicely done from Soaz. Timed it out nice.
And Lust Boy is running 9 flat armor pen and 10 flat spell pen, so he really wants to harass as much as possible with his Lulu. And I've never actually seen someone kind of rune a support that way.
Lust Boy is actually the one champ, one player, I should say, that I actually saw take Frozen Mallet. You know, we heard, obviously, N-Rated talking about it. When you get such an advantage early on, you want to take that Frozen Mallet sometimes on Lulu, and he was the man that did it at Dallas. As it is, though, we'll see how it progresses. Captain Jack taking a few too many hits for his liking. They've backed up, and they're going to reset and try and freeze out this lane. Keep Soaz away from the experience. He's already up to level 4 versus the level 2s, and he's keeping the pressure on towards Captain Jack here. But Lust Boy, you see, putting that Glitter Lance back down and keeping him at bay.
And, you know, speaking of past history between these teams, they played IPL 5, which I don't know if you cast the exact game, but we saw Fnatic play against Blaze, and Fnatic won that game, but that was with Reckless, obviously. And then at the Intel Extreme Masters Katowice, we saw Fnatic take on Blaze in the semifinals, where it went to a 3-game series where Blaze actually came out ahead in that. So overall, it's 2-2, and this is, I have to say, a grudge match between these teams, because they want to come out ahead in that overall their overall match standing.
Yeah, non-stop pressure here on Soaz coming out from Lost Boy, really working him down. You can see Helios ready and waiting to go. They're going to try and pressure on towards his turret. They do have Cyanide coming round. Again, the taunt comes in. Soaz kind of baited into this one. They're going to go aggressive. Helios will catch him down. Have they got enough to turn him back around? The turret hit on Captain Jack. It's going to be Cyanide that picks up the revenge kill, and that is what they needed to do. They were ready and waiting for that one. Meanwhile, you can see Flame getting pressured in the top lane.
And I was just taking a look at why Captain Jack didn't jump away. He had the mana for it, but I just kind of think he blinked out there. That was a little bit of an interesting choice by him, but a great job by Fnatic to pick up that kill and pick it up a 1-for-1 down there.
And the pressure's staying on this top lane. Meanwhile, the mid lane, very much even between the two in terms of CS. In actual fact, there is an advantage for Ambition, despite the fact it's Peke with that kill earlier on, with Cyanide obviously helping out. But there's a massive CS shift, a big difference. Yellow Star versus Captain Jack right now, 48 to 29.
Yeah, and I mean, we see Yellowstar sitting on 1,300 gold, so when he backs, he's just going to be just so annoying for Sin.
Peke going aggressive on towards Ambition. He's going to have Helios coming around though, so Peke in all sorts of trouble now. He's going to run away. He's got the Ignite. Can he get the Crystal Swipe? Will he try and turn it back around? No, he won't. He's going to go down. Eventually uses the shield. Is he going to try and flash away? No, he doesn't have that at his disposal, and instead just draws them away and finally goes down. CJ enters plays, picking up a kill.
Yeah, unfortunately, expect it overextend just a little bit, and we see Ambition now actually is level 6. We do see just Flame trying to survive up here. Does get a nice flip on a Yellow Star, but in the end, not going to really keep him locked down.
It was a great flip, put him straight in towards that tower. 2 tower hits, a lot of poison damage on towards him. It's going to force him to back away and maybe pick up an item. We do see Boots of Mobility being picked up by Cyanide already, so he's going to be zipping around that map. There's the Boots of Mobility for Helios in straight turnaround, and that is the first tower of the Glade for Blaze.
And a nice little advantage for them. We do have Flame, you know, he's doing decently well. He has over double the CS of Soaz, even though Soaz was killed at the bottom lane. But, you know, that's what Singe can do. If he can, you know, farm up a decent amount and then get a lane to himself, he's just going to be such a nuisance later on. We've seen it happen in LCS. We've seen it happen, well, you know, with Dyers from TSM. You just cannot kill a Singe and you can't chase one. Ambition is 6 now, hasn't really ganked a lane just yet, but they're trying to go for a gank on him.
They're going for Ambition. Here they go. Here comes Cyanide straight on towards him, but Helios is here in his response. Assault battery comes down, but they should have enough to finish off Ambition. Ambition taking very low, but you can see Peke, 3-talent strike ready and waiting, but Helios can't catch on towards him.
Oh,
he's going to move full. Surely the Shed Ultimate, Stand United coming in. Helios running for his life now. Cyanide just missing out there. Tries to turn it around, pick anything up. It's not going to happen. Soaz gets the kill.
Great job by Fnatic, picking up a 2-for-0 right there.
Blue.
And they're going to, deny that blue away. We had those wards down, and Raid is going to help give him that vision. And great play overall from Fnatic. Yellowstar all alone in that top lane as Captain Jack coming down to spot this.
Captain Jack trying to come around. He's trying to put the pressure down on towards Cyanide. Has he got enough, or is he putting himself in danger? You're going to see the Power Fist come out there. He gets the hook, and now Captain Jack, you're going to see Soaz coming around. He has to launch himself away. Twisted Fate going to come back in. Ambition, he's only going back to mid turret.
And even that Draven ulti coming in there to potentially pick up that kill, but a great start for Fnatic, 2-5 now. They are down that turret, but they have the ability to take this top turret as soon as they want to, I have to say, because Draven has a huge advantage over Trist, and then potentially go for that dragon, which I'm a little bit surprised it actually hasn't been contested just yet. It's a little bit early, yes, but we did have the 80 carry support for Blaze down at that bottom lane.
Well, we do see Captain Jack, like you mentioned, of this top lane now, so that's going to actually delay things. Oh, the hook, though, comes straight in, and Rated gets the Power Fist. Is it going to be enough? Yellowstar caught out there. He is going to get the hit down. 3-talent strike comes in. Should it be enough? Oh, Yellowstar goes down, and now Rated's in trouble. Wild Growth pops him in the air, and you should see Helios picking this one up. He tries to turn it back around. Power Fist on Helios, delaying things, but now they're diving in the mid lane. Flame on towards Cyanide. Cyanide gets flipped. He's into poison. The Ignite running. Is it going to be enough? Yes, it is. Flame picks up the kill.
And double buffs on top of that. What a great play, actually, to start off with Fnatic, as he should be able to escape this.
They're chasing Flame down. He's going to run away here. Soaz is tracking him, as is Peke. Peke comes around. If he wants Crescent Strike, the ward goes down. He will catch it, gets the moonfall, but Helios comes straight back in, and now the poison's ticking around. Shadow Dash comes in. Is it going to be enough? The Ignite running on Flame. Flame goes down. Now you can see Peke. He's going to run for it. Lost Boy now getting closed in by Soaz, but they all back away. 7-5 currently the kill score.
And the game just blew up completely right there. And I wanted to go back onto that fight we saw on the top end where we did see Tristana get caught. The stand aside throwing out a Draven stopped Trista's rocket jump to get away. We do see it actually diving onto Soaz again on this top side.
Soaz Shadow dashes away with a stun card, comes out from Ambition. A 3-talent strike bounces him in the air. They turn and walk away with the Ignite doing the kill.
And with CJ Blaze, behind, they have caught up quite a bit right now. It's 6-7. They will be able to get this another turret into their pockets, but This game is getting really hectic, team, and really fast.
Well, they have the gold advantage currently with that turret down, of course. It's a 2k gold lead. That second tower nearly going down. Everybody backing away. Peke picking up his own blue buff. And we do see Yellow Star actually pressuring the mid lane. As it stands, though, Fnatic need to pick up some turrets here, because I've seen this happen so many times against the Korean teams. They will grind you down. They will take those global objectives on the outer lanes, and slowly but surely you will be pressed into your base. So how will they respond to this one? Well, you do see Peke coming down the bottom lane to keep on pressuring, but Flame seems to be that unstoppable troll machine that is Singed.
And he has a Catalyst and a Tear. He's going to be going for that Seraph's Embrace, not to mention that Rod of Ages. He's going to have a lot of actual magic damage onto his kit, which is kind of surprising to see such an aggressive build on Singed when you're already in a 1v2 lane. But Fnatic going for this Dragon right now. We even have Tristan Lulu pushing this top side, so we're going to probably see a turret for a Dragon.
Yep, there's the turret, there's the Dragon. Trade is done. And Captain Jack with Lost Boy continues pressuring that top lane, so as trying to keep them at bay. And there is the Twin Shadows coming out from Ambition. First item completed. We've seen it so often. It works so wonderfully well on Twisted Fate. Gives him that extra bit of crowd control. How are they going to be able to four-man siege this middle turret? Lost Boy's making his way down to try and help out. But we do have that creep wave coming in. And they could, well, collapse on them from every direction. And there you go, Helios with the ultimate. He's going to have a 3-timer strike. N-rated power fists him in the air. Move falls him back. N-rated's going to get taken incredibly low, as is Yellow Star. Yellow Star goes down as Captain Jack comes in. You can see Peke, he's going to get dropped. Soaz now in trouble. He's standing out in it, has to flash away, but Captain Jack pursues. He's going to be able to jump straight on his head. Cyanite's going to come in. The glue goes down. The stun card comes out. Soaz goes down. It's 10-8 to CJ enters Blaze.
And Fnatic just got completely outplayed right there. I'm really surprised, because we saw Captain Jack and Lost Boy coming down from the top lane. Like, they had a ward on that. They knew that was happening. They knew Flame was down towards that bottom side, and yet they didn't leave. They got caught, lost 4 members, and they're going to lose this turret.
Well, Blaze are just storming through Fnatic now. That turret will go down. That's going to be the 4th one of the game. And they are just demolishing everything, every objective they can find. And Fnatic up against it here. Already 1-0 down against Millennium. 2-0 would be a devastating start for them. But Blaze are not a team to be trifled with, and are looking very strong here.
And the thing was, Fnatic had such a great start in this game. At First Blood, they had, their own jungle. They even had a couple more kills after that. But Blaze, that just shows you, like, if you give them that small advantage, they're going to open that wide up and completely take the advantage against you. And we really have to say, it was great job by Blaze overall, in just terms of map awareness and baiting the team in, knowing when to go in and try to get Fnatic out of position.
Well, you see Soaz here, stood in the bush. Flame just building up before him. Now they're going to try and go for him. They have a huge creep wave there, though. They do manage to shadow dash across. It missed, and he just walks away. And that is the power of Flame.
That's the power of Singed. Look what he did. He drew 3 members over into that lane, which pretty much gives the rest of his lanes, if they were pushing, that ability to do it and get those turrets. It's really looking bad, because Shen, you want to split push with him, but he doesn't have the items to do it. He can't go head-to-head against anyone on Blaze anymore at this point. And we have just huge CS differences building up across the map. We have in the jungle 53 to 37 CS. Cyanide does have that lead there with those 2 kills, that 1 death and 3 assists. But in the mid lane, Demon, 107 to 67. And you're against a Twisted Fate who has that passive, has an extra 2 gold per minion kill. That is really not a good sign. You don't want to see a Twisted Fate, especially Ambition, get ahead on him.
Yeah, and of course the top lane is, like you mentioned, the fact that Flame is so far ahead, he can't split push. It just takes away that entire tactic. And now Yellow Star caught out. Stun card dropped where he stands, tries to use the barrier, but honestly, it was just a futile gesture. Completely caught out by Ambition. And this is what we've talked about with the Korean teams. They get that advantage, they crush you down. Gambit do it so well as well. But as it stands, the European teams need to adjust to this, because once they give them that small advantage, which sometimes they're used to being able to get away with, it is not going to work in these Korean dominating times.
And that's something that confuses me, is because Fnatic, the way they played it in the beginning, they had Blaze figured out. They knew exactly what they were doing. They got the first blood. They put even pink wards down to prevent them from coming in, and yet they just don't seem to have that knowledge as the game progresses on. Blaze is just completely taking advantage. Captain does get pulled on a turret.
Oh, what a great hook! Just as he was leaping away, the tower finished him off. Here comes the Draven ultimate on towards Ambition. Can they follow it through? Peke's going to chase. He's going to try and catch on towards Lost Boy. Pulls the ward down, but a great glitter lance on towards Peke. Stops him where he stands. Meanwhile, you do see Cyanide try to dash in. Turns around. The ignite's going to be enough. The minions are going to put the damage down, and that's a pick up for Ambition. Fantastic kill there. They are going to dive in. The Moonball pulls them all in there. N-Rated manages to get the hook, but he doesn't want it because Helios turns around and puts the damage down. Peke's going to go down the 3-talent strike, and now Fnatic in all sorts of trouble. They thought they were on the kill, but it was all in against them. And now you see Yellowstar in trouble. Stan United used simply to save himself there to get away from Flame, because Flame was bringing the damage down, and that saves him just about. Lustboy still hanging around, throwing out that Glitter Lance, and Helios, they are still pincered here, and Captain Jackie's returning.
And overall, that was a 3v1 for Blaze. I mean, we saw actually Flame in the bot lane when that entire fight was going on. 1v1 Soaz pretty much from 100 almost to 0 at that point. And then we saw Soaz actually leave and gives him that ability to push that lane in. Blaze is just playing like a finely tuned machine right here, even potentially taking away this blue buff here, And we see Singe, Rod of Ages is done. It is starting to stack. We see the tier almost fully capped out. How do you stop Flame? I mean, you don't have the damage, you don't have the ability to lock him down, and if he's building pure damage, you can't even chase him.
Well, we saw SK Gaming at the Season 2 Regionals trying to do a similar thing to Shy when he was playing the Singed. As it is, Flame on Singed seems unstoppable as well. Peke trying to pick up that blue buff, ping's going down, they know he's there. We do see Captain Jack coming across to maybe try and get the steal. He is pinging down. Will he get it or not? We're not going to see it because we're going to watch Ambition picking up a blue from nothing.
And look how many wards that Blaze has down in the enemy jungle right now, Demon. It is ridiculous. We see Cyanide, he takes one for the team. I love this pickup by him. He goes for an Oracle because he knows they lost their control of their own jungle. They have to gain it back somehow, and this is how they're going to do it. This is how they need to stop Blaze's aggression and turn it against them.
Well, Cyanide with that Oracle out is going to try and clear things out. It's a fairly early Oracle, but you know, he's actually responding to the times, because 16 minutes into this game, you're realizing that Blaze are just dominating. They are over the jungle, they are picking them apart, and of course with Twisted Fate zipping around as well, you need every vision you can get. Helios picking up the red buff, he's going to clear that one out. But Fnatic, what are they going to do here, Jason, to try and respond? Because they are just struggling. They need to start getting turrets, and they just can't get out of their own jungle.
Well, no matter how far behind they get, they have a Blitzcrank. That's pretty much all you have to really look at. I mean, as late as the game does go, as long as they can last, as long as they get that one crucial pull, they can easily win that fight. Like I was saying before, Fnatic, they have to gain control of their own jungle. They're doing that right now with Cyanide, and they need to potentially kill someone. Like, they have to catch someone off of Blaze, because right now they can't stop a split push. Soaz isn't strong at this point. Flame is just ridiculously strong, as you see right there. I mean, even Yellowstar with that red buff and only tier 1 boots on Flame, he can't even do any damage against him. So they have to somehow pick up some kills here, get some extra gold, some extra items, and prevent Flame from farming up at the same time. It's a really big task.
Cyanide's trying to get a peek on this, and you can see that they are picking up the dragon, but there's nothing they can do about it. They are going to try and gather and see if they can maybe get in to steal something. No, they're just going to stand and let Blaze take it. So the gold advantage stretches once again. 6,400 gold currently in favor of Blaze. 4-0 in turrets, 14-10 in kills. And now we see Ambition picking up, and Soaz is in trouble here. Stun card comes out, and it's going to see the wild cards going through. Hasn't got the burst to deal with him completely. And now we see Cyanide coming around. He's going to try and save the day. Stun card again. He's going to have to come in and help. No, he's been left to die. And Helios and Captain Jack are coming in to pick it up. Oh, he didn't let them have a support kill. He didn't let them. That's a bit rude.
He wants it all for himself, Demon.
No assists given.
But Cyanide, I mean, it was overall a good play by him. He tried to come in for that gank on Ambition. He put a ward down in that tri-bush, which we saw Lustboy pick up, but because of that ward, Cyanide saw 4 members actually.
Ambition's going to track him down, and Twin Shadows straight away thrown out there. He's going to get caught down. The slow card comes down as the wild card passes through. And now blue buff. Here comes Captain Jack. It's a very, very dead end rated. And well, CJ Blaze are just taking any advantage they smell.
And the story of the game right now, it's still those 4 turrets to 0 at this point. It's just the pressure that Blaze is putting on against Fnatic. It just can't be matched. You see actually a dive going on.
Flame goes aggressive, turns around, ignite down, Helios comes in, 3-talent strike, and it's another kill. Flame, just absolute demolition job from CJ enters Blaze here, and this is going to be another turret picked up. There's no way Fnatic can stop this one. Flame is just in troll mode. He's trying to get in towards Soaz. Will he get the fling down? The turret will drop, and you can see him chasing in there. Realizes he's pulled aggression from the entire team.
And look what Xpeke has been locked into. I mean, he hasn't been able to free farm his lane. He's been really behind this entire game, even with those 3 kills. But an Abyssal Scepter and Merc Treads as his first 2 pickups, he's very squishy at this point. And Captain Jack, he has Infinity's Edge done now. He's getting very strong. You have a lot of magic damage from Singe and from Twisted Fate. That Abyssal Scepter Merc Treads isn't really going to help you in the end against that. It's going to help, obviously, with the stun card, but you need, like, Zonias. You need something to help your team. You need to be able to get in there, soak up some damage, pop the Zonias, and get your team some time to actually pick up a couple of kills and get some damage down on the Blaze.
Well, I'm not really seeing how they can turn things around here, but I guess if anyone can, Fnatic maybe can with their backdoors, tactics, but they don't have the teleports. They don't have anything really available to do that. And honestly, they don't even have a turret yet. Let's be fair. The wards get placed out there. Lustboy is on a cleaning sweep duty. Has the support of Helios following him behind as N-Rated also clears out the wards. And look at this, Helios trying to close down. Here comes Ambition. They are going to have the team finish him off though. You can see, can they catch in time? N-Rated, the mana shield's going to drop, and he does go down, and now CJ enters play. His turn power, and look at that damage coming out. Cyanide goes down. Soaz came in with a Stand United, but he just can't do a thing about it. Captain Jack Sparrow takes him down, and they are collapsing on again in towards the base, flipping Yellowstar. Yellowstar goes down to Ambition. Peke, the last man standing, he's going to get caught out here. He's trying to get away. He does come out, but instead he goes in towards Flame, who just turns the aggression. Lustboy will go down to the turret. It's a feeble gesture. It's an Oracle down, but it's an ace for one response.
And that just shows you how far Fnatic is behind at this point. They had the advantage in the initial part of the fight, but they didn't have the damage behind it. And Blaze is just so tanky. They're so much higher on levels as well. Just Fnatic can't really answer. There's just no answer. I mean, they have to go for maybe a potential Baron still, which, you know, it's Cyanide. It's always possible. He's pretty much one of the best Baron stealers in the game. But at this point, I mean, just how far behind they are, 22 to 11, 7 turrets to 0, and 40,000 gold to 29,000 gold at this point. It's just, it's very hard to come back from this position.
You know, you talk about the fact that if anyone could do it, then maybe Cyanide could. But you got to remember, this is Blaze. This is Blaze that came back from 3 inhibitors down against their rival team. I guess you could say rival team, their sister team. So, you know, they are beyond belief in terms of skill. They have it in them to really sustain. And just then, you saw it, the experience they have. The fact they took the inhibitor turret down, they didn't pressure it, they didn't carry on, they didn't push too far, they let the inhibitor stand, and it's like, well, you know, we've got this game pretty much under control, let's not go too far. 10,000, well, 11,000 gold difference, and a huge gap between the two teams currently. 22 kills, 11, but that just doesn't tell the story. Despite the fact Fnatic, I think they were 5-1 up in kills at one point, have fell so far behind, it's hard to see anything coming out of this.
And that was just because of Blaze taking advantage of positioning every single time. Like the map vision that Fnatic had, they just kept invading those key points, those crucial points where Fnatic didn't have that sight. And because of that, they'd get a couple of kills and they'd start snowballing that even further. And Singe, who was in a 1v2 lane, is just dominating his counterpart in CS, in kills, in items. I mean, he even has a Twin Shadows. When you ever see a Singe get Twin Shadows? I mean, it's not a bad item, to be honest, but I've never seen a Singe pick up one of those.
I don't think I have in the European scene. Maybe the Koreans, I'm sure Monte Cristo could correct us on that one. They're trying to go aggressive on Ambition. They may well pick up a kill. They do. It's the first kill in a long time for Fnatic there. As I say that, they did pick up Lustboy in the last fight.
Well, they have to look at what can Fnatic do off of that kill. I mean, what's their next step? They can't go for Baron. I mean, well, it looks like they might try to want to, but they don't have the damage they need. They don't have the tankiness they need, and the Baron will just shred them down. You'll see Singe come in and he'll pick them all up for kills.
The thing is, they've got 22 seconds before Ambition is back. He's going to be back before they finish this because CJ Vincent's plays are going to delay them long enough. They're going to try and create something from it. Isn't Rated going to go for a hook? Lustboy is just taunting him with that glitter lance right now. They're turning down the Baron, taking down very low. Power visit. They pick up the Baron. Can they turn anything from this one? N-Rated tries to delay, but here comes Flame running around with that poison. Yellowstar, he's getting shredded. Captain Jack's going to go down. He does go down, but Yellowstar's already dropped. Cyanide's trying to come around. Peke's trying to run, but the poison's ticking away. You can see there's Flame, gets the caught, and here comes Ambition returning back for the kills. They're chasing him down. He takes down Soaz, and it's going to be an ace. It is just Cyanide backing away, but they know exactly where he is. The glitter lance going to get fired. Cyanide's in trouble. Turns it around, tries to pick up a kill on Helios, might get it, the ignite, not quite enough, and he flashes away from this one, and the glitter lance, one more shot from Lustboy will finish him off. Can he catch him out? It doesn't matter. The inhibitor's going down. Cyanide's running for glory, but the inhibitor will get taken down, and as they pick up a Baron, CJ enters plays, respond with an inhibitor.
Yeah, Fnatic finally got some breathing room in there by picking that up, but I was saying that before. If they even get Baron, you have Flame, who wasn't even there, comes in, just runs around you with his troll build, and just absolutely destroys you. 4-for-1 in the end. They did get a nice killing spree bonus off of Captain Jack, but it just seems like a little bit too late at this point. We do see the DFG picked up Onyx Peke. He's trying to burst someone down as quick as possible. But Blaze, I mean, even losing that Baron, picking that inhibitor is still very strong at this point.
And then we see another dragon being picked up, just to keep that gold lead at 11,000 ahead of Fnatic.
And the thing it's not even important for their gold, it's taken away from Fnatic. If you look at it that way, it's not what they're gaining, it's what Fnatic's losing, and that's the mindset they're going into. Every single jungle creep they take away, it's not extra gold. At this point, when they know they can win a head-on-head team fight, they're just strangling and suffocating Fnatic on gold as much as possible.
And you got to wonder how much this is purely CJ Enters Blaze playing so well, or whether it's Fnatic or on the tilt after losing to Millennium. You got to wonder what effect that's had on them.
I think it's at least 50-50. I mean, Blaze has been playing phenomenal. Every single fight they bait in, if you see Blaze want to fight you, you should know that there's probably 3 or 4 members coming in from the side as well to go for kills.
Peke's going to come around, see if he can get towards that red. He's good, but if be careful, throws out the Crimson Strike, but doesn't manage to catch anyone.
What's nice about this stage in the game is, with the inhibitor down, all in's going to be pushing, so you have that to look forward to. You're going to have that gold, that steady gold coming in. The problem is, if Blaze gets a big enough wave and they want to dive you into a turret, they have the ability to at this point.
They are setting themselves up, 4 members along the top, and of course Flame continues to split push down the bottom. Soaz can't deal with him. They're going to need 5 members to try and deal with this counter in the top lane. It does mean, of course, there's no teleport from Flame, but it doesn't really matter. He doesn't care. He's just going to continue pushing, and they're going to have to deal with him. Soaz is trying to deal with the super minions in the mid lane, but here comes Flame on towards the turret. He has a siege minion with him as well. Well, the rest of Fnatic tried to cover off. Soaz is trying to deal with Flame at the moment. He's getting flung around in the poison. As it stands, the mid lane is being pressured by super minions, and his top lane is slowly but surely being sieged. Look at this, Flame actually is just on the turret still. Now he's popped his ultimate, Peke comes in, but this is going to respond to them. They should go towards the top here. You can see they're going to dive in on the shield comes out. Is it going to be enough? They do manage to get assault and battery on him. He's still getting away here. Peke trying to do everything they can while this is all happening. They lose the top inhibitor turret, and here comes Ambition, turns it around. Stun card, Stand United is going to come out from Peke, but Peke goes down. Just as Soaz comes in, he still can't get out towards Flame. Ignite finally gets him down, but they are losing an inhibitor. They're losing another champion. Ambitious takes him down, and the Nexus turret's now under pressure. There's it rated going down. Helios, he turns and burns. Would you believe it? He gets away with it because Captain Jax picked up a double and a triple, and that's going to be the game for CJ Enters Blaze as they take down the Nexus turrets in dominating fashion over Fnatic.
Very well played by Blaze right there. They were just waiting out that top lane push the entire time while Flame was just going to town on that bottom side. And even if they were going to engage upon them, they just had that amazing disengage. And Flame, you know he's probably